pretty girls on a Saturday night.
So I call your name, cross my fingers, uncross the others, hesitate. Oh, I don't think straight with nothing to prove. I don't wanna say I'm leaving, I will stay until the weekend. You can take all the things, the boxes and rings, and keep going, 'cause I've been waiting for
all the pretty girls on a Saturday night. Let it be, oh come to me with the look in your eyes, where you break and take all the words from my mouth. I wish all the pretty girls were shaking me.
So I call you out,
baby,
just to feel a little bit better about myself.
he does,
I do,
you do,
baby, I do, I do, I do, until their lips start to move and the friends talk music. I say I never heard the tune, but I have. I just hate the band 'cause they remind me of you. Every single night it's up the same. I say what you are, but I bring up your name
over and over and over.
I think it's striking me
All the pretty girls on a Saturday night. Let it be, oh come to me with the look in your eyes, where you break and take all the words from my mouth. I wish all the pretty girls were shaking me down, but now you still wear boots and your hair's too long. And then this one doesn't want to admit she's falling in love. Oh come on, what's a boy to do when all the pretty girls can't measure to you? Saturday night, let it be, oh come to me with the look in your eyes, and you break and take all the words from my mouth. I wish all the pretty girls were shaking me down, but now you, I feel your fate is destroying the world. And then this one never really understood the 80s is over and done. Oh come on, what's a boy to do when all the pretty girls can't measure to you? Say all the pretty girls on a Saturday night, all the pretty girls on a Saturday night, all the pretty girls on a Saturday night, all the pretty girls on a Saturday night.
Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We will rest upon the ground and look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Here we are, no one else. We walk to school all by ourselves. There's dirt on our uniforms from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean up and now it's time to learn. Numbers, letters, learn to spell, nouns and books and show and tell. Playtime we will throw the ball, back to class, through the hall. Teacher marks our height against the wall. Teacher marks our height against the wall. We don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. side by side in every class. Teacher thinks that I sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. Tonight I'll dream while I'm in bed, when silly thoughts go through my head about the bugs and alphabet. And when I wake tomorrow, I'll bet that you and I will walk together again. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Yes, I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the third annual Thespie Awards show. I'm Susan Gerdeman, theater director and sponsor of Thespian Troupe 2329. Before I continue, I would like to thank everyone who contributed to this virtual ceremony, whether you sent in pictures or videos, carrying messages, or contributed by being present with us all year. I thank you. This ceremony is all about celebrating the hard work we have all put into this program this year. We have worked very hard on our main stage shows, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, which proved to be an enormous challenge that turned out beautifully in the end, and of course, Cinderella, which we will never get to share with audiences due to the pandemic. We held our 5th annual Thespian Showcase and benefit performance. We succeeded in running our 2nd District 3 Thespian Festival with me as chairman, as well as hosting the festival for the 9th time. We worked diligently for what seemed like endless hours and still managed to rake in excellence and superiors. Additionally, our one-act, Tartuffe, received top honors with the highest score in the festival, earning a 2nd place Best of Show performance and 1st place Critics' Choice Tech. We received the Best Costumes Award for the one-act festival as well, and A.J. Monroe was selected as our all-star cast member for his role of Dami, and Amanda Gutierrez was selected as our all-star crew member for her award-winning costume designs. Our individual events received 8 superiors overall. 7 of those were straight superiors, and Zachary Bernstein's superior was a perfect score. We had 10 excellents in our individual events, and Madison Garlinghouse won honorable mention for her makeup designs for Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Our large group musical number, Stay, I Pray You, from Anastasia the Musical, also won honorable mention. This year was different, though, because it all ended too early. If you are watching this at the time of its release, you are doing so in the middle of a global pandemic. Because of the coronavirus outbreak, our State Thespian Festival was canceled for the first time in history, and we were not able to present our top-scoring performances and tech events. We were not able to go through the stress of bringing a U-Haul to Tampa with 12,000 people and finding a parking place for the week. We weren't able to eat our sushi or our pho boats or Tampa's famous pizza. We did not walk along the river each evening to our main stage performances. In addition, all of the waltzing, the singing, the staging, the marching to the offbeat, the scenery, the costumes, the lighting, the makeup, all of the preparations for our beautiful production of Cinderella were put on halt, and it all stands as still as it was left on the day of our last rehearsal. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in difficult times, and you are now a part of history. What has transpired since March 12th, the day I had to announce the state cancellation, has been difficult, to say the least. I want you to know that not seeing you every day, not eating my hummus while you chatted loudly during break, or being so stressed out that I'm ready to quit it all before opening the musical, and then feeling so proud when it goes beautifully, not passing the mic to Craig on preview day and having him introduce himself as Big Daddy Wilson, not getting to see what awesome costumes our pit has come up with this time, not getting to say thank you in person to each of you, student and adult alike, at the end of closing night, has been the hardest part of quarantine. It is a rare thing to know what you have when you have it good, and I do. You have worked so hard during the regular year, and you have survived during this quarantine, and you have done it all while juggling school, work, personal lives, all the things that make your high school years exciting, stressful, and overall memorable. We pulled together, worked like a team, acted like a family, and never skipped a beat, especially when jamming to music in my room. Tonight, I honor students who have sharpened their skills as theater technicians, as actors, as playwrights. I honor dedicated parents and grandparents and siblings and alums who have donated their precious time and talents to support the education of these students. I also honor parents who have cared so much for their child that they allowed us to monopolize their time. You are there for them when they succeed. You are there for them when they don't. We celebrate you tonight as well. Students, if you're nearby, please give a round of applause to these people who have loved and supported you and who are here with you today to join in celebrating you. Tonight we celebrate the passion of students who have prepared themselves well for a lifetime of theater. Whether you pursue it in college or as a career, or whether you continue to support it as an audience member. We celebrate our new students as well, whether freshmen or transfers or those who have thought it was finally time to join us. We celebrate all of you who are here because your experience with us allowed you to find your high school family by finding your talents and exploring all that we have to offer. I hope you are watching with people you love so that you can enjoy friendship, memories, good conversation, hearty laughs, maybe some tears, and all while hearing the best of the best, because you are the best. Receive their awards and their graduation honors. I would like to introduce you now to our Thespian Troupe President, Ms. Maitland Cotton.
Hello everyone, my name is Maitland Cotton and I am the president of Thespian Troupe 2329. I'd like to just start off by saying I hope you are all doing well. I know these last 2 months have been extremely hard on everyone, and I know that at times it feels like this is just never going to end. COVID-19 has made an impact on the entire world that we will see and feel forever. We lost our spring musical, the seniors lost our last state festival, and I know we are all down. I also know that you have all heard enough about COVID-19, so I am going to talk about the reason you are all here listening to this, something that makes you all much happier, Lyman Theatre. My story with Lyman Theatre begins August of my freshman year. I remember a week before school started, I got an email from my soon-to-be theater teacher. I was so excited to finally get to do what I was most passionate about. On my first day of school, I sat through a miserable hour and a half of AP Human Geography, just tapping my foot, waiting till I would get a front row seat in my third period Acting 1 class. After my first class with Gertie, I just felt like I was home. I knew that I wanted to spend every second of every day of my high school career learning about theater from her. A few weeks later, she began talking about the fall play, Rumors by Neil Simon. I went to the show orientation and ran out to my mom's car afterwards, ecstatically waving the packet in her face. I just knew there was nothing I wanted to do more. I was much too nervous to audition then, so I joined the scenic crew. Now looking back, I realize how much I have grown since then. Fast forward a few months and I completed my first fall play, the most gratifying feeling in the world. By this point in time, I pretty much knew everyone and they knew me as Maitland Cotton. There weren't many people back then that just called me Maitland. I have Gertie and Mrs. Oak to blame for that. Everyone reading this right now probably knows how I feel. Just like at home in Lyman Theatre, if you stick around long enough, you get a nickname, and that's just a fact. I've had 3 myself, albeit one was technically just my name. The other 2 are more well known. Mama Maitland and my alter ego Winter Park Polyester, of course. My greatest memories are at times when these nicknames were made for me. Mama Maitland just came from driving people to rehearsal, and it also came from my love for everyone here at Lyman Theatre. You all play a very special role in my life, and I cannot imagine where I would be without you guys and your influence over the past 4 years. I've had so many wonderful opportunities here with Lymlight Productions and in Gertie's classes that I would not be provided anywhere else. My 3 shows here as assistant director educated me on the importance of patience and good listening skills. I realized my passion for directing as a sophomore in acting too. While in acting too, we had to write down the same 3 goals for ourselves every day until we achieved them. I remember my goals being become an officer junior year, get a part in a 1 act, and to strengthen my voice more. I did all of those things with the hard work ethic I developed in this program. This was just one of the many skills you develop with us. Others, just to name a few, are time management, leadership, and most importantly, how to stay humble. As Gertie always says, the name of the game is class. From my 11 shows here, 4 district festivals, and 2 state trips, plus everything in between, even coffee in a cardboard cup, you guys have been there through it all. All the people who came to Lyman Theatre before me and the people who arrived after, you all have made me who I am today. But there is one person who has influenced us all, made us all the great people we are, and we owe her the world. Thank you, Gertie, for creating this space for us to be who we are and to grow as artists. I would not have made it through high school without such an amazing teacher, director, and drama mama always pushing me to do my best. I also want to take a second to thank my parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, siblings, including my best friend Izzy, and everyone who had to listen to me practice an audition at least once. You are my true heroes. Lastly, I am honored to have been your president this year, and I want you all to know I am always here for my Lyman Theatre family no matter what. Thank you all, and I hope to see you after Corona is gone. Bye!
This past week, our executive board virtually tapped 19 apprentices for induction into Thespian Troop 2329. Each apprentice accepted their invitation, and we are happy to induct 19 new members into our troupe. I would like to say a very special thank you to our executive board who contributed videos for the tappings, especially Maitland Cotton, who recorded 19 personalized videos for each new thespian. Join me in welcoming our new members.
Congratulations and welcome to the troupe.
Congratulations and welcome to the troupe.
Welcome to Troop 2329.
I just want to congratulate you on becoming a thespian.
Congratulations and welcome to the troupe. Congratulations on being inducted to Troop 2329.
Congratulations. Welcome to the troupe.
I'm so excited that you've been inducted. Welcome to Troop 2329.
Some familiar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Before I announce the executive board members for the upcoming school year, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the executives from this year. Thank you to Philanthropy Chair Christina Morris, Historian Caden Robinson, Treasurers Connor Matthews and Nicholas Rios, Secretary Kaylee Forthofer, Junior District Representative Natalia Jimenez, District 3 Senior Representative and Webmaster Ellie Slick, and President Maitland Cotton. This year would not have gone as smoothly as it did without the extraordinary camaraderie and leadership you demonstrated on a daily basis. You are exactly the kind of executive board members I needed by my side to run this program and our district. I cannot thank you enough for all you have done for me and for the students of Lyman High School and District 3 Thespians this year. You are all incredible people without whom I could not have achieved any amount of success. There was a lot of overwhelm involved in running everything this year. You were my personal heroes every day. And now, without further ado, it is my extreme pleasure to acknowledge the following students who will serve on the Executive Board for Thespian Troop 2329 for the 2020-2021 school year. Starting with our state board members, Senior Representative of District 3 Thespians and Troop Webmaster Natalia Jimenez. Junior Representative of District 3 Thespians, Courtney Sickler. Philanthropy and Community Relations Chairman, Zachary Bernstein. Historian, Sophie Vital. Marketing and Public Relations Chair, Eric Fernandez. Senior Treasurers, Connor Matthews and Nicholas Rios. Junior Treasurers, Sam Lipsy and Dakota Duncombe. Secretary, Amanda Gutierrez. Vice President, Kaylee Forthofer. And President, Christina Morris. I would like to congratulate each and every one of you, and I sincerely look forward to running the school year next year with you by my side.
What a piece of work is a man, how noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action how like an angel, in apprehension how like a god. The beauty of the world, a paragon of animals. The beauty of the world, a paragon of animals. What a piece of work is a man. But to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, no nor woman neither. But by your smiling, you seem to say so. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. What a piece of work is a man, the paragon of animals. What a piece of work is a man, the beauty of the world. I have of late lost all my mirth. 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 Denmark's a prison. Then is the world one, a goodly one, in which there are many confines, wards, and dungeons. Denmark being one of the worst. One of the worst. We think not, my lord. We think not, my lord. Why then 'tis none to you, for there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so.
Lord Pinkleton, I want you to tell this to all. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Karl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman, Gregory James is giving a ball.
Now is the time to act. No other time will do. Live and play your part. Don't give away your heart. Don't take what the world gives you. Now is the time to live. No other time is real. Yesterday has gone. Tomorrow is a guess. Today you can see and feel. For you just can't wait to be served by fate on a silver plate or a tray. Now is the time of your life. The time of your life is today.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Hee, a ball, and that's not all. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Hee, His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert James is giving a ball. He's giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Now is the time to act. No other time will do.
He's giving a what? A ball!
Now is the time to live. No other time is real.
The prince is giving a ball.
What?
He's giving a ball.
Oh!
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Karl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman, Gregory James, he's giving a ball.
The
giving a what?
The prince is giving a ball! The prince is giving a ball!
His Majesty has this decree to attend the ball. All one requires is an invitation and suitably fashionable attire. And the prince shall choose a woman from the ball to be his bride. That means anyone can be the queen.
So will he want a taller girl?
Or will he want a stronger girl?
Or will he want a smaller girl?
The prince is giving a ball!
I wish I were a bolder girl.
I wish I were a younger girl.
I wish I were an older girl.
The prince is giving a ball!
I've wished a lot of things I don't wish anymore. But now I wish a lot of things I've never wished before. I wish I had, I wish I could, wish I might, I wish I would, wish I were invited to the prince's royal palace.
Before we can announce the official Thespie Awards, we would be remiss if we did not acknowledge our Theater Alliance. The members of our alliance are a strong group of parents, guardians, extended family, and alumni who dedicate their time, talent, and treasure to the members of this theater company. Whether it be through photography, organization skills, costuming skills, general support, painting, bringing in sneaky snacks, hosting parties, or what have you, this group of dynamic individuals are a large part of how we succeed. Students are able to be supported by the efforts of our alliance because members understand my philosophy of allowing the students to do the work themselves and support when needed. I cannot begin to express my gratitude to those alliance members who have been by my side over the years, and to those who are just beginning with us. Parents of seniors, you are graduating as well, and I truly don't know what I will do without you. I just know that your dedication and example has been a shining light to us all. Each year, the students from each production nominate one or more alliance member who dedicated themselves to boosting the confidence of company members. I tally up the nominations and we end up with our Alliance Member of the Year award. This year's Alliance Member of the Year is a true tub thumper who has managed to cultivate special relationships with our students by spending time helping out in all areas, but also, and most importantly, through her mac and cheese making skills. For the second year in a row, our Alliance Member of the Year award goes to Missy Elliott. Thank you, Missy, for all the laughs, the cheese, and for the special support you lent to me this school year. You are a true gift to this program. Sometimes as actors, we are given the opportunity to play a role which is left virtually undefined by the playwright. These can end up being the most challenging and most fun roles to play, as they take great creativity and confidence. These actors are often the unsung heroes of the stage, as they are often left unrecognized for their work. Tonight, we recognize the following actors for their work in one of our productions in the featured role they created. The nominees for Best Featured Actor or Actress are Emma Daniels, Guildenstern, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, Courtney Sickler, Flippote, Tartuffe. Rebecca Kira, Ensemble, Cinderella. And the award goes to Courtney Sickler, Flipote, Tartuffe. Being placed on one of the crews of any of our companies can be scary and challenging and confusing, as many of our crew members are joining our company for the first time. And sometimes they come to us with very little experience. As rehearsals progress, so do our crew members. Skills are learned and work ethic develops. Tonight, we recognize some of the top crew members overall this season. The nominees for Best Crew Member are Nicholas Matthews, Build Crew, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. Eric Fernandez, Marketing Crew, Cinderella. And the award goes to Eric Fernandez, Marketing Crew, Cinderella.
The prince is looking dreamy-eyed, he has since giving the ball. And still he wants to find his bride, the one he'd lost at the ball.
As a supporting actress, you are tasked with creating a diverse and memorable character whose story serves and supports the production. Our supporting actresses are standout performers in all areas. The award for Best Supporting Actress goes to a young lady who has served in a supporting role in one of our productions this season. The nominees for Best Supporting Actress are Courtney Sickler, Ophelia, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. Madison Eubanks Brooks, Marianne, Tartuffe. Emma Daniels, Gabrielle, Cinderella. And the award goes to Courtney Sickler, Ophelia, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
When I was young.
The supporting roles this year gave our actors some fun opportunities to expand their acting range past the traditional, straightforward character. The actors nominated this evening gave us memorable performances that were fun to watch. The award for Best Supporting Actor goes to someone who managed to create a dynamic character, which supported the production as a whole. The nominees for Best Supporting Actor are Blake Gatling, Polonius, Priest, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. Connor Matthews, Valere, Tartuffe. Des Edwards, Lord Pinkleton, Cinderella. And the award goes to Connor Matthews, Valere, Tartuffe. The award for Best Actress goes to a young lady who has served in a leading role in one of our productions this season. The leading roles for women this year showcased very strong talent and creativity, as well as boldness in character creation in each of these young women. The nominees for Best Actress are Christina Morris, Queen Gertrude, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. Heaven Adams, Ella, Cinderella. And the award goes to Heaven Adams, Ella, Cinderella.
I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse when I hear.
The award for Best Actor goes to a young man who has served in a leading role for one of our productions this season. These actors were charged with the daunting task of carrying a show in very different and challenging roles, and the young men nominated this evening demonstrated maturity and originality in their character creation. The nominees for Best Actor are Connor Matthews, Claudius, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark; Caden Robinson, Orgon, Tartuffe; Zachary Bernstein, Prince Topher, Cinderella. And the award goes to Connor Matthews, Claudius, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
Denmark's a prison.
Being placed in a management position in our company is both prestigious and challenging. Our production team and our executive team work tirelessly to design, manage, and create in their areas of expertise, all while maintaining authority and managing to preserve friendships with their peers. Our production team are challenged by our director to assume the job as any professional would do. And tonight, we recognize the work of some of our top theater technicians. The nominees for Best Techie are Zachary Niedermeyer, Technical Director, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark; Amanda Gutierrez, Costume Designer, Tartuffe; Rebecca Daniels, Wardrobe Mistress, Cinderella. And the award goes to Amanda Gutierrez, Costume Designer, Tartuffe. Each year, the current thespians are asked to nominate a senior who has been a great example, has been friendly, motivating, and has been an all-around great leader and mentor to the underclassmen. The award for Best Senior goes to someone who has been a welcome wagon for all new people and has embodied the very spirit of Lyman Theatre's value of inclusivity of all. From these nominations, one senior rises to the top. The award for Best Senior goes to Maitland Cotton.
All the pretty girls on a Saturday night, so I call your name.
With every new school year comes a new theater season. And with every new theater season comes new members of our theater company. We would be remiss if we did not acknowledge the hard work and dedication and clear talent of one of those new company members. The Rising Star Award is given to an individual whose participation and performance within our company shows promise and real potential in the future of our program. This was a tough category this year, as so many of our newcomers possess the talent and values of our company. But we have only one award to give out tonight. And the award for Rising Star goes to Emma Daniels. The final award of the night is considered the highest honor in the International Thespian Society, Best Thespian. To be considered for this award, the student will exhibit qualities above and beyond the call of duty. The Best Thespian Award goes to a student who upholds the aims and ideals of the International Thespian Society through hard work, dedication, congeniality, and leadership, and lives up to the Thespian motto, "Act well your part, there all the honor lies." Without further ado, it is my pleasure to present the award for Best Thespian to Miss Maitland Cotton. Congratulations to everyone who is nominated by their peers, their fellow company members in all areas. You deserve every accolade. You will be receiving a certificate to commemorate your very important nomination in the upcoming days. And those of you who have walked away with an award tonight, you will actually walk away with a trophy to be determined at a later date. Congratulations to everyone. It is hard being a high school theater teacher, not because of the paperwork, the emails, the meetings, or any of that. It's hard because I am stuck in a time capsule. And I say this every year, but it remains true. I will forever be in high school, but these kids who I come to know so well, for whom I care so deeply, who I watch grow from children to men and women, move on, say goodbye, and carry on with their futures. Their real families will continue alongside them in their lives, but I say goodbye, and it is hard. I will consider myself lucky when they choose to keep me in their lives, but I know I'm already blessed to have been a part of theirs. This group of seniors have been through a lot over the course of their 4 years of high school, even before the pandemic robbed them of their senior traditions. They began as a robust group of freshmen, but then, through various circumstances, whether it be people moving away, social pressures causing them to make critical choices, changes of heart, or what have you, we are now left with just a handful of seniors graduating from this program. Along the way, we have picked up a few new faces, lost some sweet friends to other interests, and some gravitated towards us just this year. I have not gotten to know them all the way I wish I had, but I hope they know they will always be a part of this family. Because once you are one of us, you will always be one of us. AJ will always be remembered for his larger-than-life personality, his extraordinary talent, and his fierce drive. I look forward to watching his career take off, as it most certainly will. Zechariah, Adrian, and Heaven, your contributions to our theater company are larger than you could know. Zechariah is a hard worker, quiet, but a hard worker. I wish I'd been able to take the time to get to know him a bit better, spend some time in the shop during Cinderella, but here we are. Maybe that is a lesson I should take going forward. Before Adrian joined our company, I just knew him as the boy who would go running down the hallway screaming with Shorty before 6th period, and it drove me nuts. But then I got to see his talent and his artistry, his gentle personality, and I wish I had more time. Heaven was the most excited auditionee I have ever seen. I could not believe someone of this talent would be so surprised she was so good at what we do. Her infectious smile and enthusiasm, along with that beautiful voice, made her the clear choice for the lead in our spring musical. And look what she's accomplished. She didn't even get to perform before an audience, and our board knew she was clearly our best actress. I understand she will be attending Seminole State with a direct connect to UCF with the intention of studying musical theater. Isn't it amazing how taking a chance can change your whole life? Though a small bunch of only 5 graduating thespians, our seniors have reported a collective $961,903 in scholarships and grant offerings between all the schools from which they received acceptances. This is the largest total scholarships I have ever seen, even with graduating seniors of 30 seniors in the past. Our seniors have already received their graduation decoration thanks to the efforts of our Theater Alliance. And so, I hope that as we honor each of you, you will know that I wish I could place the cords or stoles around your proud necks and give you a great big hug. This is not goodbye. This is just see you later.
I am your legacy.
I am your legacy.
I am your legacy.
I am
Here's to the ones that we got.
I am your legacy.
Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, cause the drinks bring back all the memories.
I am your legacy.
Of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back memories, bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I did not know.
My name is Connor Matthews. I would like to acknowledge Rain. Rain, you have been my example for a lot of things, but most importantly, you have been my example of hard work and diligence no matter the project, kindness no matter the person, and friendship no matter what happens. Because of you, I will be an example to all future thespians, and your legacy will live on in Lyman drama. I am your legacy. Though you will be missed, you will not be forgotten.
Rain is finally a thespian. After all his years here with us and with his entire family's deep involvement, it still somehow took until the end of his senior year to achieve his induction. That's the main thing I will always remember about Rain. Slow and steady wins the race. He may not go about achieving what he wants to achieve in the same way that anyone else might, and you might wonder why he doesn't seem to have a sense of urgency, but the fact is, Rain is always thinking. He quietly observes everything going on around him, and he carefully calculates his next move. And when he does so simply, and with the kind of careful thought you don't normally see in a teenager. Rain is an old soul with a simple smile, a friendly face among a crowd of type A's. He is the tortoise to the hare, and he will surely win the race in the end. With 46 points, Rain is graduating a newly inducted 3-star thespian. Congratulations, Rain.
Caden, I first met you in Adam's family. Back then, all I knew was that you were this geeky kid and played Dungeons and Dragons, but that's all I needed to know. I'm so glad to have gotten to watch you become the person you are today. You're kind, selfless, and you're always there for your friends, which is why it's going to be so hard to say goodbye. Because of you, I will be an example to all future thespians, and your legacy will live on and continue in Lyman Theatre. I am your legacy. Though you'll be dearly missed, you will not be forgotten.
Caden came to us his sophomore year. He was just this large breed puppy sitting in my Acting 1 class, and something about him made me want to ask him if he would like to move up to Acting 2. And so he did. From then on, it was like watching Dorothy waking up in the land of Oz. The theater program to him was a technicolor world of brightly colored characters, constant energy, and it meant finding friends with courage, brains, and a heart. His enthusiasm for learning the craft of acting allowed him to quickly become a valued member of our class, and we were even able to encourage him to audition for the spring musical that year, The Addams Family. Well, if you have seen the pictures of Caden in his role as the soldier, you can see he was 100% invested. And that's how he is. When he has his sights set on something, he invests completely. I believe Caden has been ready to be released from the bounds of traditional high school since the start of this year. So, in essence, to have to learn online during this horrible quarantine was really up his alley. His commitment has never waned either. Inspired by Caden, I resurrected an old playwriting unit I used to teach. We had discussed how great that class was, and the students of Repertory Theater Lab were interested in exploring playwriting for the 4th quarter. Through that unit, I have discovered that Caden is not only a talented performer, but a brilliant writer as well. And, with his boyish sweetness, has definitely shown courage, brains, and heart. With 49 points, Caden is also graduating as a 3-star thespian. Congratulations, Caden.
Hello, my name is Kaylee Forthofer. I would like to acknowledge Maitland Cotton. Maitland, you've been my example of kindness and friendship. I remember coming to the executive auditions for Peter and the Starcatcher and meeting you. You were so kind to me and all of those around you. You radiate this happiness that other people are just drawn to. You are naturally good with people, and I think that's what makes you such a great leader. You are able to think about individual people, and I've been able to see your impact on them. Because of you, I will be an example to all future thespians, and your legacy will live on in Lyman drama. I am your legacy. Though you will be missed, you will never be forgotten.
Mama Maitland, as we all call her now, has been a caretaker in this program since she first stepped foot in my classroom. There's just something about her that immediately puts you at ease. Maybe it is her sweet smile, her gentle demeanor, the feeling that she might sit you down and read you a story. She has always been there taking care of us. And it is true, Lisa Oak and I strictly called her Maitland Cotton for the entirety of her freshman year. Partly because, well, that's her name, but also because that name cannot be said without the dignity of a Southern accent. And so she became Maitland Cotton, who, in our minds, would one day bequeath the entirety of her cotton fortune to us all. It is no surprise that Maitland was voted to be our best thespian this year, as she has handled so much with poise. From casting announcements to officer placement and then officer replacement, Maitland handles stressful situations unlike most young people her age. I wish all students were able to receive both praise and disappointment with equal composure, the way that Maitland does. She's a unicorn in that way. I will miss our talks, our laughs, the look on her face when I was stressed and shouted that I needed hummus. I will miss the way that she suddenly does something kind of off the wall just when you least expect it. I will miss her costumes, her Facebook wall and my whiteboard. But most of all, I will just miss seeing her every day and knowing I have someone who will take the lead. With 100 points and a GPA of 3.545, Maitland is graduating as a 9-star honor thespian with a Vice President's List Scholar distinction. Congratulations, Mama. We will miss you dearly.
Hello, my name is Natalia Jimenez, and I would like to acknowledge the lovely Ellie Slick. Ellie has been an example of leadership and self-assuredness. I remember when I first met you, I was so intimidated by you, but I've always admired that you know who you are and you are unapologetically yourself. After watching you lead our troupe and organize our district, I was in awe of your ability to assert yourself and take on responsibility. And even though I think neither of us ever expected it, through working with you as district rep, you became one of my closest and most dear friends, and I have learned so much about being a leader from you. You are one of the smartest and most kind and talented people that I know, and I know that my life has been changed for the better because you are a part of it. Thank you so much for being my friend. Because of you, I will try to be an example to all future thespians, and your legacy will carry on in Lyman Theatre. Though you will be missed so much, you will never be forgotten.
I first met Ellie when she was in the 6th grade. She came to Lyman with her mom to pick up her older brother, who also graduated from our program. Ellie would sometimes be found backstage getting to know everyone, as she is wont to do even now. I recall judging the Junior Thespian One-Act Festival, and little Ellie Slick comes up to me all cool and casual and asks, "Do you know Ethan Slick?" And I said, "Of course I do, and I know you too, Ellie." I thought she'd die. Later, I helped her coach her solo musical number for juniors as well. That's when I really got to know her. I remember thinking as she and I worked on her solo that one day, this girl would be a leader in my program. That's just who she is, and I knew it. So it came as no surprise to me when she applied to become my very first junior district representative, sitting on the board of directors for Florida Thespians with me. Running our festival has not been an easy task, either year that I have been chairman, but I can tell you that if I did not have Ellie there, things would have totally fallen apart. As a junior, she personally called every troupe director to fix registration issues, and then typed up the entire body of the program. Every single individual event. It was amazing. This was the first time I really understood her power. Combined with her natural creativity and talents, Ellie is going places. Just wait. She's a powerful young woman. With 113 points and a GPA of 3.346, Ellie is graduating as a 9-star honor thespian with a scholar distinction. Congratulations, Ellie. After all these years, this goodbye is very hard.
Hello, my name is Christina Morris, and I would like to acknowledge Allison Gershkoff. Allie, you have been my example of dedication, and you taught me to never give up. And because of you, I will be an example for all future thespians, and your legacy will carry on in Lyman drama. I am your legacy. Though you will be missed, you will never be forgotten.
Allie showed up with a smile and a ferocious ambition. I mean, this girl knows what she wants. She'll get it too. She sets her sight on something and then works behind the scenes in the kind of way I would hope all young actors do, just to make sure that she is the most prepared she can be. She is always willing to pitch in and help, and has worked in all areas on and off stage. With a focus on musical theater, Allie was shrewd enough to realize that becoming a trained pro tech would not only benefit her wallet, but would also enhance her understanding of performance overall. Allie has had a rough hand dealt to her. The past 2 years have seemed like the carpet was pulled right out from under her. But with all the loss, Allie looks forward in her life, knowing that success is her only option. What I will take away from knowing Allie is, make your loved ones proud. Use what you have been given to negotiate your future. Take risks, the good kind, of course. And always save a seat for the ones you love. With 114 points, the highest number this year, Allie is graduating as a 10-star honor thespian. Bravo, Allie. Congratulations, and may your star rise to meet you. Congratulations to all our seniors. We are so proud of you. Remember, graduating thespians will receive discounted company tickets for life as long as I am still director here at Lyman High School and Lymlight Productions. Information on how to receive said discount is forthcoming. Speaking of future seasons, I suppose before we say goodbye, it's time for me to announce our proposed 2020-2021 Lymlight Productions season. Please be advised that all of these productions are pending approval for royalties, as well as approval from CDC regulations due to the pandemic. On October 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, we will be presenting the hilarious murder mystery, The Musical Comedy Murders of 1940, a straight play filled with crazy characters, mistaken identities, and secret passageways. Our one act, slated to perform for adjudication at the District 3 Thespian Festival, will be Christopher Cartmill's theatrical adaptation of Washington Irving's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Presented in storytelling docudrama style, this performance will be reprised on January 15th, 2021, as part of our first annual Superior Thespian Showcase to benefit the students of our troupe who will be attending the Florida Thespian Festival that March. In the spring, we hope to mount the beautifully written Anastasia the Musical, book by Terrence McNally, music by Stephen Flaherty, lyrics by Lynn Ahrens, inspired by the 20th Century Fox motion picture by special arrangement with Buena Vista Theatrical, and from the play by Marcel Moret as adapted by Guy Bolton. Anastasia is slated to perform on April 8th, 9th, and 10th of 2021. All students of Lyman High School are invited to join our productions on stage and off stage. you do not need to be a theater class to participate, and your schedule will be accommodated. We invite you to attend our first informational meeting regarding the fall play on August 21st, 2020, from 2:30 to 4:30 in the auditorium. And now it's time to say goodnight. I miss you guys so much. This year has been quite the ride. But until then, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails to